Hi guys, it's Kyarko here, back with another speed build. This is a really interesting speed build. I had a lot of fun with this and I hope you guys like it. It is a speed build of the Thumbelina story. If you guys remember that, I actually don't know anything about the actual story that like happens in like the Thumbelina like fairy tale or whatever. All I know is that Thumbelina is like this tiny little girl who's like a human. So she's not like a fairy, like she doesn't have wings or anything, she's just like a tiny human. And she's, you know, obviously very small. So I wanted to do a build that was kind of based off that concept. So it's a build like a little house for a tiny person. So the way that I did this is I just took some specific pieces of furniture and just blew them up really big and put them around the regular size furniture, so that basically just gives the illusion that the regular size furniture is super small and in the middle of like all this really big stuff. Clearly around the edge of the lot you can see that everything is like basic size again. Just ignore that. I mean, I just really can't find a lot where that wouldn't happen, so this is probably the closest lot I could get. So just ignore, you know, the boundaries of the lot. I don't think you would really see it anyways in this build, because I think I cover most of it with the greenery anyways, so let me know what you guys think of this build. It's kind of a really random one, but also probably one of my favorite builds I've done, just because it's so, I don't know, it's just really unique, and I really like how the illusion works where everything looks very small. So as you can see, Thumbelina's house is built on this little chair, which I thought was a cute touch, and I figured that the location of this is just like an abandoned lot somewhere where there's just like random pieces of stuff everywhere. So as you can see in the background, there's like a random bathtub and a random set of drawers on the side. So her house is built on this little random abandoned chair. But here I am just doing all the greenery stuff first. The house is the last thing I do after I do all the surrounding environment, because I wanted to make sure that the illusion was strong first. I gave her this little, what do you call it, like a little shed thing on the side, and I figured that would kind of be like a stable where she would keep like a mouse that she rides like a horse. I thought that was such a cute idea. I really wanted to put a little like mouse statue there, but I didn't have like any sort of mouse custom content, so just imagine that it's there. I kind of figured that this is like a kind of situation where they live out in the middle of nowhere and kind of farm their own food and kind of are very adventurous and explore the surrounding area. That kind of lifestyle. Here I'm putting in these little like, they're like orange flower bushes, but I'm using them as like a tree for them because they're so small. And then I have like these little mushroom toadstools everywhere. They're also really cute when they're so blown up like that. And this could work in game, right? Because your Sims are still regular size, so they can look tiny. And I figured that would just be so fun to play. But here I am setting up, let's see. I thought about putting in a bridge and stuff, just wasn't feeling it. I do put in this, that log on the side there that's gonna act as like a little area where there's gonna be like a pond and a little, like swimming area, but you'll see that later. Here I am just setting up like a little storage area underneath the chair, where they're gonna keep like food, fertilizer for their like garden, stuff like that. But here I am just putting in pathways. For some reason, I don't recall if it's cut out or not, but this pathway glitched and then disappeared, and then I had to redo it, which was yeah, see, it just glitched and disappeared, and I was super frustrated. I was like, what the heck? So I had to redo my pathway for some reason. Like I couldn't figure out why it just like wasn't there anymore. So that was a little bit frustrating. I get a lot of glitches like that in the game when it has to do with terrain paint. Like it's happened in the past where I've like reloaded lots and then my terrain paint's like completely gone and I have to redo it. So I don't know what the issue is with it, but sometimes it just disappears and it's a little bit frustrating, especially when I do all these like detailed path works, but you know, it worked out here. I'm just putting in pathways here to signify maybe there's like other little people like Thumbelina who like come from far away to visit her, like her friends or family, or you know, people who maybe want to buy food from her, stuff like that. I don't know. But here I'm just like editing the pathway a little bit to look more natural in the ground, and then I'm gonna go in and put in, let's see, I thought about swapping out her crops. I ended up not doing that just because I like the color of her crops, which is so rare. Like I just get so into color palette that even like the specific shade of green like her crops are really matter to me, but I ended up liking those crops, so I left them. I'm just adding a little fenced off area here to just signify where the mouse would be, maybe like tied to the post or something like that, because he's like a horse to her, right? Putting in more bushes, more greenery. I really fill up this area with all this little grass because I wanted a lot of green detail, just because this really is like a fantasy build, and I really wanted to focus on the exterior environment because it all plays into the illusion that she's very, very small, right? So I just wanted to make sure there's a lot of detail in the surrounding environment to, you know, really hit home with that illusion. So putting a little brick wall over here just to tie off the lot a little bit. I'm gonna put a little sign here to be like, oh, Thumbelina's house is that way. Just like a little, or putting that there first, a little, what's that called? Ooh, what is that called? A pier? A deck? I don't know. We'll get back to that later. Putting in, yeah, see, there's the little sign, and then I'm gonna go in and, let's see, I'll put in some more terrain paint just under all the grass and various things out there to look more part of the environment. And then, let's see, gonna put in a little trough of food for the little mouse. More supplies underneath the house. You can see I'm jumping around a lot. As always, I jump around. It's just the way my brain works. I just have a very non-linear brain sometimes. So this little area over here is gonna be the pond, which, like, for her is like a lake slash pond, but for us would probably just be like a puddle. So I gave her a little deck there. And I figured this is just where they go swimming sometimes when it's really hot. Maybe it's where they bathe or like wash their clothes or something, because I don't actually give them like indoor plumbing. I don't give them a shower or anything. So this is probably where they would, you know, bathe. I mean, it's a pretty private, excluded area. I think it's pretty cute. And then let's see, over here, just gonna put in some more terrain paint for the crops, just to, again, added realism. I don't know what crop she'd be growing. Maybe it's like regular food, but she just harvests it like really much earlier than we do, so it's like super tiny. You know, like baby carrots or something? Or no, not baby, okay. I recently found out that baby carrots are apparently just like normal size carrots, just like shaved down. Like they don't grow like that, apparently. I think, I don't know. I read that on the internet, so maybe I'm wrong, but let me know what you think of baby carrots. But hers are probably just like just budding lettuce heads or something, and then she just, you know, harvests them right away so that they're like her food size. But here I'm just putting in a surrounding wall to create more of like a garden patch kind of feel. Little clothesline for her clothes, little wash bin thing, more little laundry details, and then I'm gonna put in a little picnic blanket under this like this little bush that acts as a tree for her. So there's a little picnic blanket. I'm gonna put in just some little details on it, like or putting some potatoes over here first. I told you I jump around, I'm sorry. I'm putting a little picnic blanket. Nope, jumping around more, okay. There we go, picnic basket, and then we're gonna put in, let's see, some bread, I believe, and then just little details that they were like hanging out here under this little tree. It's like a little chill spot, you know? Little stool there, and I believe that's it for the exterior, other than, oh no, we're gonna put in a pathway. Oh no, we still have to do the outhouse bathroom thing. So over here, I would just put in a little, like I said, outhouse bathroom. It's just got a toilet in it, like the sink is upstairs in the house, and then the place where they shower or bathe is like the pond, like I said. So this is the bathroom. The reason I gave them an outhouse and not like indoor plumbing, even though they have indoor sinks, is because I just felt like I wanted them to seem more dated on their technology, just because I felt like that was more the world that they live in. So just gave them an outhouse. It doesn't have like a super lot of privacy, as you can see, because I gave them these like Western style doors, but I really like the look of these. And I don't know, I liked how it looks. So not a lot of privacy, but I think enough privacy that it's fine. So there's a little outhouse there. And then let's see, where are we going now? Gonna put in a little bench in case you need to sit and wait to use the outhouse. A little hay bale over here, little hay stacks over here, and then more just little hay over there. Maybe that's for the mouse to eat, I don't know. It's for something. And then let's see. Are we going in the house now? Yes, I believe so. So we're gonna put in that trim, we're gonna put in some beams because I love beams. I use beams on all my builds. Little orange door because I wanted the orange to complement the little orange flowers that are on those bushes around the bush that acts as like a tree in their backyard. It's little orange flowers, so I wanted to bring out that orange with an orange door. Gonna put in little flowers because I thought that was just a cute little detail. Little, what are they called? Like window covers? I don't know what these are called. Awnings? Just little roof things. Those will come back in a second. adjusting my roof, putting in the color of the roof, and then I'm gonna go in with, let's see, now we're gonna go with the awnings, yeah. So the roof is like this mossy kind of roof, and then I put the awnings as like a different kind of orange color. I think this combo actually works pretty well. And then let's see, gonna put in wallpaper. I just went with this like cream wood slat wallpaper. Floor, and then here we are gonna put in, let's see, I believe I put in some plants on the outside because this kind of acts as like a little deck slash like little patio. So some flowers there are just like potted plants, little potted plant there, and then I'm gonna put in some stools. Sorry my camera's so weird here. It's just because like I had super bad bouncy cam just because the way the house is structured on top of the chair, the game just has trouble understanding what I'm doing, so it just bounced me around a lot with my camera. I got rid of this fireplace eventually, or not the fireplace, but the chimney. I just was having trouble with it and I didn't really like how it looked, so I just ended up scrapping that. You'll see me scrap it in a second. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. And then putting more windows in the back. I think I delete the one on the bottom floor, do I? Yeah, I do. And then let's see, we're gonna do a little kitchen area down here. Yeah, see, major bouncy cam problems. But you do kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna put in my cottage counters, which I absolutely adore. Because I use them all the time, as you guys know. If you're familiar with any of my builds, I love these cottage counters. You will always see them. A little sink, let's see, little flower there. I'm gonna put in the shelf up here and just decorate that pretty lightly with some, you know, kitchen things. Let's see, gonna put in a little cake stand, some corn, because I figured they're in the middle of cooking. I always like decorating my kitchen with like food because I like feeling like the kitchen is like in the middle being used, you know. More little details on the shelf, and then let's see, put a wind chime outside because I thought that wind chime was so cute. This is me just adjusting the wind chime to make sure that it fits there underneath the little awning thing. And then let's see, going back, we're gonna put in a little bunny on top of the stove. I thought that was pretty cute. Let's see, and then I think I'm looking for one last decoration to put on the shelf. Let's see, putting in a rug, putting in a little table, and then I'm just going to put in some chairs. This is a very small house, as you can see, so there's not really room for like a living room or anything like that. But I don't feel like that's their lifestyle. Like I feel like their lifestyle is like get up, you know, make food in the kitchen, then you have to go to the farm, you have to tend to things. I feel like it's much more of like a farm, like work kind of life, you know? Like I don't think they really have time to sit down in their living room and chill. And I feel like if they were chilling, it'd be like out by the pond or like just somewhere outdoors, you know? So I figured that this cute little house is the right size. And then upstairs is her bedroom, Thumbelina's bedroom. Again, I don't know anything about the story of Thumbelina, so maybe I shouldn't be using her name in vain, but I just know that she's a small person, so this is just based on my idea of what this small, tiny little thumb-sized girl would be interested in. So here I'm just decorating her room. Again, just decorating her shelf, putting some books under her bed. I really like this bedspread, like the checkered pattern. I think it's so pretty. I would love to have that quilt in real life. I figured maybe she's a painter, so I just gave her some paint tools. Let's see, what am I doing? I'm gonna put in more paint tools, a little easel for her to, you know, paint on, stool for her to sit on, and then a little more painting stuff, or what are those called? Canvases. Little drawings on the wall. I figured this is just a really cute little paint corner for her, and she can like look out the window and paint what she sees, stuff like that. A little wardrobe for her. You see how this lighting engine made that window on the left like super dark? I really hate how it does that. Like, I want that window to look white, but it's like all dark and it's fine. Putting in a little desk here, giving her a typewriter so she can, you know, write letters or something like that. A little gas lamp because I was trying to avoid like major like new technology. And yeah, let's see, I think that's the whole build. Yeah, I believe so. So let me know what you guys think of this. It's a very interesting one. I was playing a lot with, you know, perspective and optical illusion. And overall, it was really fun to do. Probably one of my favorite builds just because of the way it turned out. But let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you know the story of Thumbelina, and maybe I got this like so drastically wrong, but I think it's pretty cute. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.